Let's kick this. Oh, youth. Okay. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Black Bra podcast. This is our pre-Christmas because by the time this one comes out, Christmas is going to be
Yep.
tomorrow. So Merry Christmas in advance to all our
Merry
Merry
fans.
Christmas.
Worldwide since we're global now. So hi, I am Olori. Ladies.
Eka is in the building.
FA baby girl.
Okay. Okay. Shall we proceed to the spotlight section? I think I have two, but I will do one and then we'll see how it goes. So my spotlight is the 333 boys that were kidnapped in Kaduna, Castina, where the
Mhm.
president I think is from, and I think under 2 or 3 days, the boys well, me a week or so. I can't remember the timeline, but fairly like all the boys have returned now, basically as of right
Mm.
now. And I think they have claimed, or Boko Haram may have claimed responsibility for the kidnapping. But then from some gist that I saw, it's like it wasn't really Boko Haram, so I'm not really sure
Mm.
who, or at least it wasn't the Shekau faction of Boko Haram, because now there are many factions, I feel like, and I think many of the boys that still out of the original Boko Haram have broken out into just bandits kidnapping kind of factions. Anyway,
Mm.
my rant there is on two folds. I still cannot understand for the life of me how somebody in broad daylight can carry a trailer load of boys in broad daylight and just disappear. Like, so I don't, so in because you don't load up 300 people in like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So as they were loading the boys, what was the like what was going on there? Where was the military presence as that was ongoing? Secondly, I also feel as though many times with these kidnap things, money is exchanged, but we never hear about the ransom. We just hear that, oh, the
Mm.
government rescued. So I'm like, was money paid? Was this a true rescue mission? And then three, if it's not a plan war, because I think Buhari has gotten a lot of flack this year for NSAS, for the economy, for COVID, everything. So to me, was this an end of year Nollywood film produced and
Yeah, to
directed
show
by Lai
the
Mohammed,
Ghanaian government.
and co-edited by Femi Adesina, with the executive producer as Buhari, to stage display for us, so that it will not
Yeah.
be like they kidnapped boys in my time and we return the boys, or like bring back our girls that were still looking for
Yeah.
almost how many years on. So yeah, Buhari, do better. That's my spotlight for the day.
I don't even think I have spotlight too because why why I don't have spotlight is because this world, I'm starting to suspect the whole world. The whole world is just full of false nonsense behavior. So that is my spotlight, is that I'm weak.
Sorry, can
I'm
I
weak
can
on
I
the
spotlight you? Can I? Because I have many spotlights. Let me spotlight you, Eka. So the other spotlight for this day is that the Nigerian government has said that you need a name, national identification number, also
Yeah.
NIN, in order to
Mm.
get your, to maintain your SIM
That's not-
cards.
yeah.
Now, my issue with this is that I don't know who the brainstorming team for this idea tend to be,
They don't have
because it
sense.
seems like they are lacking in intellect. Because first of all, from what I understand, people that have registered for this NIN for a year, for years
A
now, have
long
not
time.
gotten their number.
Yeah.
So before you institute this procedure, why not streamline the process of getting a NIN first? Then maybe in a year time you can say, okay, we've given you guys a year to get this number. We've streamlined, as far as we can, to make it easier for you to get this number. I don't see why they cannot partner with the banks to get this
Yeah.
done,
Do
because
BVN through BVN or
yeah, through
something.
BVN or something, right? I don't know why it can't be done that way, but not no process improvement has been mentioned, just that you need to do this in 2 weeks. So to me, again, I don't know where the brain cells of so many people are. It
Nigerians
just,
just do things bam bam bam. They don't even
yeah.
give you time. Ah
And they are
no.
saying that this is to curb, maybe illegal immigrant. I'm like, who is illegally immigrating? Like,
No, leave them.
who are
Leave
those?
them.
Number one. Number two, if it's about the Chadians and Nigerians that are coming in from the northern side, right? Um, I feel like maybe it's a border issue than a NIN issue, right? So to me, like we just use one problem and then we spread like.
Exactly. Nigerian people, what I notice is they like to put in nonsense rules, and then it's like maybe another person comes into that position and cancels it, and then they don't follow up. I remember when they were doing tinted glasses, Nigerian police force, you must tint. I told my mom, I was like, you're wasting your time. If another commissioner of police comes in, nobody's going to look at your tinted glass. This national ID, Kini, for how many years? National ID. Every time someone new comes in, then they say. Then the problem I have with it, because I actually tried to get mine. And these people are not serious. Like they're not even serious. It's like we're trying to get these things. Why must you suffer, Nigerians, for things we shouldn't be suffering? I'm even ready to pay double. But just give it to me. Like, don't waste my time. Don't like I have people have jobs, people have things to do.
Yeah.
You go and government offices, like I mean it's people are sick.
Me, I'm not ready to pay double. And you're even ready to pay. Me, I'm not ready to pay double. You told me I need this thing. Okay, I'm coming to collect it as a good citizen of the country. Still, you're frustrating us.
Why isn't it free? Like to me, why is there even a fee? Because this is a national identification number.
You shouldn't even pay.
Why is there a fee?
See, I don't know. It's like they're looking for where to collect money from. And they've told parastatals that okay, you have to look for how to generate money for this government. Then they've gone out and started nonsense name. Please let them be ready with our voters card though. If we want to come and collect voters card because we want to vote people out.
Because like to me, like because I keep on wondering in the room where these ideas come from, so nobody can say sir, while I appreciate the idea, maybe we can think about because they bring out this even like last year when they were doing the for the Ikoyi toll. So Ikoyi toll gate is now no longer cash, like it's cashless from what I understand. So
how did they announce it?
From what I understand, I think they announced maybe beginning of December, and by January 1st, right? It was going to become cashless. Now the issue with it was I met one Uber person picking me up from Lekki very early in the morning, and he was like, I'm an Uber driver, so I have to hit the streets, right, to make money. I've been in this office for a long time, and I don't think he even got the tag right that day. So it's money, my time is money, like literally, right? So I can't sit down here the whole day waiting for an e-tag. So for me, like they bring these ideas, but they don't streamline their own piece. I still till today, I keep on saying banks have a large footprint across the nation, right? You can partner with them for BVN, for biometrics, and maybe they will charge you a fee for their real estate, right? And maybe and then maybe pass that cost on to us. But banks already have the footprint. If we're anything that involves a government agency, it's already a long thing.
You're even going far. They can go to they said the SIM card. Go partner with all the people. MTN. So let's know that we can get our cards from those places. Don't come and stress people anyhow.
No, they will even stress their own employees, because obviously they don't even have the resources to even deal with the amount of human beings in the country.
Is it not during COVID? Like it's now that people remember that there's national ID cards. Like so people
how do they expect people to do it?
Thank
you. It's 2 weeks with the population of Nigeria, so it's 2 weeks that we will do the whole country.
Thank you.
They want to spread the COVID as
no virtual process.
My God, please.
If I recall correctly, someone who in the Lagos lockdown just mandated that officers from a particular level work from home.
People are confused.
So how would it be done?
They should work from home. Sorry.
Now to your point, what does work from home mean in the government agency? What does that really mean? Because
I'm laughing because network is not working well in Nigeria. Internet connection, light is not even steady.
Exactly. How many of them have their operations on online or on like
it's
like
typically offline.
Like even when I do my try to get my taxes done, like you still carry what, like you will submit online, but to get a file has to go from department A to the next departments. So what's the point of the online?
Too many
Even
bottlenecks. You're creating a system. You want people to follow an organized system, but you're also creating bottlenecks and just you're making people's lives stressful. Because I remember I was talking about it with taxes. If I could pay my taxes online without showing my face at those offices, like I will pay it, but you people are stressing me, so I'm going to owe you tax. Like that's your business.
And the reason is because the system is corrupt. Because even the like
yes.
the
That's how they make
agency,
money.
the agency staff are actually happy because, as FA said, there are people that are willing to pay double. Now
Yeah.
the official fee would be your first payments. The double is their own take home. So they are happy for this initiative because it means that people want to
Even this tax
fast
thing, when
track.
you go to the office, they will even tell you, like, I can handle it because they want to make their own personal income kini there. And they will even clear, if you meet someone who knows, they will clear even half of, like, you will even pay what you're supposed to pay. And it's like they don't care. That money is not going to, they know how they will siphon it to their own personal
Yeah,
account. If we're paying directly to government, like all this nonsense, it's easy for everyone. But people can't make that extra nonsense money.
It's
like
terrible. It's
we
bad.
I feel like in many cases we deserve the government that we get because it's not Buhari that's sitting down in the government agency collecting bribe.
Yeah.
Like, is the floor level staff that is
Uh-huh.
frustrating or that are frustrating the system. So I don't know, man. We need help because I just I'm weak. But that was sorry. So any other spotlights? Because I think
I
I've
Spotlight
many.
was I was looking forward to NECA, like the remake, and I saw
Okay.
a review. I've seen like so. Like to be honest, the general review is just negative. So I'm kind of disappointed, Sha, because Play Network, I was hoping for the best. But let me be honest, when I saw the trailer, man, I don't want to go in. Maybe when the film comes out on Netflix, we'll do a review. But
The
general, like what?
casting got me
Yeah,
concerned a little
off.
bit, though. The
Yeah,
casting was a concern for
casting
me.
was yeah.
I personally do not know the resources Play has, but I was thinking when I saw them advertising, I was like, oh, is this not too close to Rattlesnake? They should have
Yeah,
left
like
some
very
time, you know.
fast. Yeah.
That
General
one pained me.
consensus
Oh.
is that it was a nonsense film, which I'm kind of
Hey,
disappointed. I was looking forward to it, but I'll wait for next.
Rattlesnake too.
No, Rattlesnake was okay, but NECA, like everybody's like, don't, Rattlesnake was like, it was, most people were like, it was okay, but apparently living in bondage is still better than
Than that.
Rattlesnake.
that's sad to hear. Oh, hey, hey.
You know what?
And
Let's hold our horses.
these people plan to do Glamour Girls or Sophia in, I don't know if it's Mexico or what. I'm like, you
Miami,
guys
Miami.
don't rush it.
Oh,
Like,
no, they should not just touch on Sophia. That is where it
stop.
will all go bad.
Ah.
Okay.
I said
Well,
we shall review all the movies as
when
they
they come out on
come
Netflix,
out.
as
Please
we're hearing now.
let me use the opportunity for those that sleep during movies. Please ensure you watch it fully
Wow.
before coming to this
People
episode.
that have F in their name.
No.
Please,
Please, I'm being
please,
vindicated. I wasn't the
please.
only person that slept in that film.
Okay, I didn't call anybody's name, so please be aware. Now, let us move forward to the gist number one. Now, this just came out a few weeks ago, but we're just getting to it, so excuse us for our tardiness. So this is the wife versus side chick gist. Now, I did not reread it recently, so I apologize if I'm not as sharp on it. But basically, the wife was the one that drew the first blood, in that she came online to call out the side chick, saying that, in essence, what she's saying is that I made this man that you are so in love with, in that it is through, I guess, my connections that he has his job, or through the shares that I own, is why he has the job that he has, and that she is a Harvard MBA, meaning that she's not stupid, and so before he can take any major decision in that company, she has to give the go ahead as well, meaning that I'm not stupid, I'm the one with the money, I'm letting him spend it for optics
Yeah.
reasons. She also now goes forward to say that I'm also the lady that deals with this guy at his worst, when he's insecure, when he has his low self-esteem. I'm the one that deals with him. You only see him when he's happy, go lucky, when he wants to have a
Yeah.
good time. And that I'm not going to leave this man as of right now. He's a good father to the kids, right? But that the way you people are going with this your affair, you may soon cause this man to lose what he holds dear, because he may have told you that we have a bad marriage, but we actually don't. Like we're not fighting, we're not keeping malice. He's cheating, but for all intents and purposes, we seem to be having an okay normal relationship. So if you keep on going at this rates, right, you may cause him to lose. And I think what she meant by that is that I may pull back, and if I pull back, the money pulls back.
So you won't have anything.
Yeah, and also because the guy is insecure, right, and has self-esteem issues, if that money goes away, his sense of worth will also go away. So that side that you don't see, right,
will come to you.
Now, side chick responded, "Babe, you are right. That I don't get to see the full him. That I see only the good parts. That no hard feelings there. That I agree. That secondly, that no, he didn't lie to her that they have a bad marriage, but that see this man, no, surely is to death do our parts. That she's not going anywhere.
Because she has suffered in life.
Thank you very much. That her parents died when she was 17. That she lived under the bridge for a brief minute. She was working at a car wash when she met him. And since that day, he has turned her life around. He paid for her BSc, I think even MSc abroad. So she's sorry, but she cannot leave this guy. That's where the story, and that where I stopped following
the thread.
So my question goes as toss. Yeah. Who is at fault in this debacle? Is it the side chick that wants to chop and clean mouth? After all, it's not her that took the vow. Or is it the wife that, despite all the things she claims she has, she wants to die there? So I think I think his name is Badmos or Benga. I can't remember the name itself.
Wait, this story, is it the story that said that it was fiction?
No, this is not. No. This is not the one. The one was like a Twitter back and forth.
There was
back and forth.
The one I saw was on Twitter. They said that it was not a true story. That it was just, but it can happen. I'm just saying, I don't know if they validate, like if we know if it happened.
I don't know if it happened or.
Yeah. I remember somebody saying it was fiction.
Yeah, but we don't know.
Yeah. Okay. But let us give some
paraventure. It's
paraventure.
Yeah.
Paraventure. This is a real life scenario.
Okay, so if we treat them as objects, right? The side chick, first of all, if you know somebody is married and you say you're going to die there, that is stealing.
Okay.
If you steal, there's a problem with stealing. If you steal, you can get sent to jail, or in some cases, you can get killed by the angry.
Sorry, how would that stealing? Like, how would that stealing?
Somebody tells you that this woman, the wife of the man, telling her that, look, I'm the one in charge. Like, whatever this guy is today, I made him. Yeah. So he's my product. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my product. Now I'm telling you to back off, and you are saying no, you are dying here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you want products, then the product can step aside, but then it's me and you, because you're trying to steal something I created.
Okay.
And most people,
okay.
Create something, it's hard for them to step back. If she didn't have any, that's why some wives don't even step back when their husbands, they're like, I was part of this thing. We're going to die together. So it's like you decide, chick, your life is at stake now. So you're the one that's going to lose. Or no, the woman is not losing, because for her in her mind, it might not even be love. It's just control. Unless the product chooses to break free, then that product is still under her care and her lock. So you that are coming to fight, you're wasting your time. So somebody gonna die on the field.
And the first thing, if the man wanted to leave, he would have left since. So clearly, he's not leaving this wife for whatever the reason.
No, the side chick is losing. She's messing up. The guy has given you what you need. Why not move on to another person? Why do you want to die there? The woman has already, said this is my thing. The guy has helped you to some extent. If you have sense, you will move on to another person.
And to your question about like why, because I think I was watching one thing on Oprah, and she was interviewing men that cheated, and the wives, like they've walked through their issues, and the wife was like, I knew that I wasn't going to leave him.
Exactly.
So the next person, and that can be for any reason. One woman seemed to be like a stay at home. Maybe there was some incentive to not rock her own financial boats. But I think one other woman was like, I loved like because the woman was like, I didn't have any inkling that he was cheating. Like, no, I didn't support anything. So it came as a blind side, and so she's like, I want to protect that image of what I thought that we were, right? Yeah. So I'm not going to leave you. If we can walk through it to get back here, I'm willing to, like, off the bat. I know that I'm willing to walk through this, right? But I'm angry. So the only person that I can take this anger out right now on is the side chick, because the man was like, when he confessed to me, and I asked for her picture, I was like, she's not even that much finer than me, or that she's not even fine. So like, what was the thing? And Papa was like, why do you care how she looks? And the man was like, because I wasn't going to leave him, so I need to pour it out on somebody else. And not that she looks bad or what, or not as hot as I thought that she would look, was comforting for me in that process. So that's probably part of the reason there
she stayed.
These people. The thing is this, to be honest, the side chick, my question to her is, what lies ahead? What is the future? What does the future hold? Because I don't know. Because in this, as if you said, she would be the loser in all of this. Yeah. If anything, she will be the one to lose. So she needs to understand. And my second question, or my question to the wife is this: what happened that she confronted the side chick? Because if she knew, because this thing, when I read the story, is like the side chick has been there for many years now. So what happened now that triggered her to step and say, babe, it's like you're overstepping your boundaries. Oh, I know you exist, I know you're there, but it's like you're getting too close to comfort.
Too comfortable.
You understand? So it's like, what changed in the dynamics that made her decide to attack what you already knew existed? That's the
because the girl was trying to now claim, do you get, like, I'm going to be with this man, like, whether you're married. It's like you can do whatever. Some women, they know, they're like, okay, cheat, but don't
bring it to the house. Exactly. Don't rub it on my face.
So once you want to claim territory for someone that has already told you that I'm in charge, then that's a problem.
Now the third I will say is this: my gender. Why? Why? Because in the end, who are the people talking and fighting? Benga or Badmos is going home sleeping, going to side chick sleeping in the night. Everything he's doing is just enjoying life. Chopping life. Do you understand? So I understand this control, this I made him and everything, but then you are the one that has been hurt as the wife. You're the one that is hurting to the point where you need to talk to this side chick. That is my issue here. So regardless of what she says, she's okay with the girl being there. She knew the girl was there. You are not okay.
Right.
Regardless, you are not okay. And that is why you're speaking to somebody. And the person you're speaking to is a side chick. Maybe you've been speaking to your husband for this long and it is not working. But then I think, like, it is not okay. Whatever she has with the husband at this point is not okay, because there's something that is leaving her every day or whatever that is making her question this side chick. So I don't know what to even say to any of them, because even the side chick, that's why my only question to her is, what does your future hold? Because what is your own? Okay, you suffered, so you must make people who do, like, what is your point? So like that is my issue. Me, of course, the person that is to blame here is the man. The like, what will I call him now, that decided to step out and cause all this chaos happening is the man, because there are vows that have been broken. It is adultery. You've committed an offense to your wife. So
Yeah.
you allow your wife to be bantering with somebody that on a normal day she's not supposed to be talking to regarding
Yeah.
this. Like, you married her, you understand? So already that is, the guy is my own problem here. But unfortunately, wife is dealing with side chick and saying that it is her man and all that, and uncle is sleeping in the house and he's not having headache, which is my issue here.
But do we know if he's not having headache? We don't know.
That's true, Sha.
No, but the
No,
lady
the woman
seems
is
But
like,
the way
no,
she's saying it is like
yeah, she's
she's
committed to
okay
sleeping
with
at
what
home.
he is. Because
Yeah.
today it will be this side chick A. Tomorrow there'll be another one that would have slept under the bridge that he will help.
Because the thing is
And
that she also loses her negotiating power in the sense that if you are so afraid of him leaving, then are you really go to fight him when he comes home? No, because if you fight him, he's going back to
But does she
Auntie
sound
under
like someone
bridge.
who's? I feel like she sounds more like someone who wants to control. Do you get? She's in control as opposed to she's afraid for him to go. I don't know if
No,
that makes
but
sense.
to me, I think it's similar to what I said on the assault issue, right?
Mm.
mm,
At this point in time, your heart has been broken. They've lied to
yep.
you.
Mm.
There's no
Mm,
trust. The only thing
mm,
that you have
Yeah.
left is what can I control? And
yeah.
luckily for you, you have money to control. I said, you
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That is the only thing she has left of her esteem or her like put it. Because I feel like it's hard for you not to. It's hard to separate like your self-worth sometimes from like a breakup or from like a
Mm,
Yeah.
like a heartbreak. So for her, this is the last thing she can hold on to is the control, which she can
Exactly.
do
Yeah.
through money. If she didn't have money, then she'll have nothing to control this guy, on. Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing. So to me, is that like, let me hold, like this is the only thing that I can
So
hold
that's,
on.
that's like that could help her. That's like a form of revenge that can also help her with closure because she knows that the man is there because she has money and she's the one taking care of him or whatever.
Yeah, but the thing with that is that I feel like
who
maybe
would be hurting in the end? That's my
one,
question.
she will still be, how they're like, anger is you, like you're mad at somebody, but you're not experiencing the
Yeah.
or the hurt. So that's one issue. But two, I feel like with the exception of the fact that this guy has self-esteem issues, right?
Mm.
Mm.
If the guy really loved this side chick girl, at some point in time, he's going to say, you know what, I'm going to damn all the
Forget the
consequences.
money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
Exactly.
so you have nothing
thing.
else left. Now this guy seems like he's like Alaska, right? So maybe
Mm.
he wants to die with the money too. So maybe that was keeping him um
There.
Of
there.
which
But
another thing I would say is that because I think she's the chairman of the company, he's the CEO or whatever.
yeah,
The question remains that how do you know he's not siphoning your money and planning with this girl?
that's the angle. Because if he wants to live
Because
for real, he
you
can
will
take
be the
take money.
loser. So I don't know how well she is gripping the finance that she's talking about. But please, oh, she should
For
not now be
me,
the one that will not win
she
at
may
all.
need to get it. As in, this is a bad advice, but she may need to get a side B just to help her esteem back. Then from there she can start healing properly. It's true because I think if a man that she respects, right, is showing her
Mm.
attention, I feel like
Yeah.
it will boost her confidence in a way that will help her see clearly. Not a not
Mm.
not a boy toy, not a 24-year-old guy. Like
Yeah.
like
Like a
like an actor,
strong.
like established. Yeah, like yeah. I feel like that may boost her confidence
So
to do what she needs
what
to
is the
do.
point of the marriage that they are having?
No,
What's
no,
the point?
no. So for me, it's not the case of like let her still. To me, it's like what do you need to do in order for you to be able to leave? Because I think when people say leave, they forget that it's a process, right?
Mm,
So
Yeah.
for me, like
okay.
she's operating from a place of low confidence and low esteem. So once that
Mm.
is boosted, because as it stands right now, this guy needs you. You don't need him, but you don't really know that because
Mm.
money is you, childcare is you. So what exactly is it doing for you? Nothing, right? So
He's
for
not
me
even
that
loving you.
yeah,
So
so if she can boost her confidence, she'll be able to take the next steps that she requires
mm,
to move on. So, God bless you, sis. Let us, jump to the next Kinikon. But going abroad in this one, Vanessa Bryant, which is Kobe Bryant's widow, and her mother are fighting. There's a backbone. The mother is suing her to court for some amount of money, which she's claiming is for unpaid childcare expenses, being that when her kids were younger, she was taking care of the kids without pay, and so she's suing. Not that the husband has died and she now has more direct access to the money. Now let her own daughter Vanessa pay her for those services over the years. And Vanessa is saying that, one, in addition to the alimony that you get from your own ex-husband, we've bankrolled your lifestyle. We pay for your house, we've taken care of you, and that you've only babysitted our kids occasionally. And once they got into school, they started being athletes and students, so they didn't really have, like, they were not really home
to be babysat.
Exactly, that much. And then the next time that we had a kid was in 2016. So how many years of this babysitting are you even? And then too, you're a grandparent. So isn't that what grandparents are supposed to do? So that's basically where the fight is. So I will start from a very Nigerian angle. Is her mother. She carried her for 9 months. She raised her to a beautiful girl that Kobe saw to marry. So should she just cut the mother some slack and just give her some paycheck, or should she fight the mother tooth and nail?
She should fight her tooth and nail. She should fight her tooth and nail, because I mean, first of all, you've enjoyed this. Like, this woman enjoyed the whole thing when Kobe was alive. Yeah. Secondly, your daughter just lost her husband. It's not a and then you're coming, like, why would you do something like that? Even when the man was alive, he did things for this woman. And then even this same family thing was the issue why this Kobe Bryant didn't even have a relationship with his parents, because at some point the parents were like, I'm not sure I'm not sure about this girl or her mother. And then Kobe Bryant was like, I'm going to marry her. And then secondly, I remember when his mom tried to sell some things, I don't know what they call it in sports, but he was upset, like, I bought a house for you, I did this for you, why are you trying to sell? Vanessa's mother has benefited. She has lived in that house with them. They had nannies. So all this one she's saying she babysat. The nannies there. You didn't do everything. Even like omugwo that Igbo people do. Like, they'll be asked for money. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's your daughter. The worst thing for me is, like, this man just died. Like, what? Because she knows if Kobe was alive, she cannot try this nonsense. She cannot even try it. So it's like, you just want, why would you do something like that? So for me, if I'm Vanessa, like, I've disowned you as my mother, let's go to court. Let's do what we have to do. Like, that's it between me and you. Because I would never, this is when she needs you. No matter what happened between you, you are the older person. Like, you're the mother. This is a child you gave birth to. This is a woman that now has to deal without the love of her life. And then she has how many kids that she has to take care of. The least you can do is to support her. Even if you want money. Like, man, sometimes this family thing is like, is it blood? Because I've seen these things happen. I've seen it happen personally. Like, it's ridiculous. It's terrible. Once you become that, like, I'm ready to go to court. Like, both of us will go to court, because obviously you don't care about me in that way. And it's like, for me, it's like a betrayal, because it's like, I thought we were one. I thought we were blood. I thought, we were on the same page. I thought there was love and, all these things. I thought you would die for me. Like, I lost my husband,
I don't see, like, the insensitivity, the height of it. It hasn't been up to a year.
It's not.
Since this man died. Mm-hmm. All this money you want, what are you using it for, auntie? What do you want to use it for? This lady has said, for what Vanessa said, she's still giving you money. Like, she's okay to even give you money, rent house. Yeah. Like, you understand, what do you want from her? Why is this? Are your grandchildren products? Looking at her own side of the story, when you were doing the babysitting nanny work, did you give your fees, your terms and conditions? Do you have your receipt of unpaid nanny work? If you don't, then can you keep quiet? If you didn't sign a contract with Vanessa saying this is what you pay, I don't know, maybe she has it and she's going to give. If you didn't sign a contract, then mommy, keep quiet, because you cannot be backtracking 18 years, or how many years is she backtracking the thing for? That's $96. Even for forget your daughter. Maybe you and your daughter, you're having coconut head moments, you're fighting. These children, these girls that you claim you babysat, these children, they are looking at you as grandma. What are they going to say now? Their father died recently. Their sister has just died.
They've lost.
What?
They're going to lose
They've
each
lost,
other.
like this woman didn't just lose one person. She lost her child as well. Can you just, like, you're her mother? Can you just be there for her? What is all this? How can you be
No.
suing her? In fact, she should. In fact, Vanessa should. Unfortunately, it has come to this, but I think she should take her to court, finish her, and end it. I'm
Yes.
sorry to say, I know she's her mother, but removing my Nigerian sense from it. This woman, what is she fighting for?
No.
So that they'll pay her money and then what?
For
She's
me,
saying that she was her personal assistant. Like, what do you mean? You're her mother. You're supposed to be everything to her. Even
Where
you're
is the
supposed
contract? Where is the employment letter?
like, you're supposed to be her husband now. Like, let's even be honest, because she needs that emotional, like that emotional comfort or whatever, like that family. Because she lost someone that this is like her first love. This is someone she has, like, that was her first love. She lived with this guy. Even they went through rubbish that would have literally messed them up. They had a baby, another baby, and it's like, why would you do that? If this woman was like, maybe that was not her first boyfriend or they hadn't been through things, but you were there when they were going through those things. You were benefiting from them, both of them, and now you're coming to say nobody paid you. You live that life.
If Vanessa didn't have money, would she disturb her like this?
Exactly.
For me, I feel like if you want to be treated as a mother, you behave like one. Otherwise, I would deal with you like any random.
You move to
random person on the street.
It's not by blood.
Yes.
It's just me and like, we're going to do it. Like, I don't know you.
I'm going to blame Vanessa for this, number one, because it's person where they chop, they sue person. So clearly, I'm still sending you pocket money. That's why you have energy. No, it's true, because by the time you calculate the legal fees, right, that you will spend, or even in the case where they will say, because to me, I don't think there's any grounds for this, right? Because there's a family arrangement where they can say that it was reasonably expected that a grandparent would take care of the grandkids. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, cut her off completely. Now, mind you, this lady is also receiving money from alimony from her ex-husband from 2004. So I'm like, clearly you've not, since your daughter married an MBA star, you've not worked a day in your life, it seems like. So you're looking forward to patch on. And for me, I'm like, if you choose that you don't want to work and you want to live off somebody, I feel like you need to also be humble and align to what they, if Vanessa say, okay, greet me good morning, then that's what you do, because you don't want to work.
Olori is telling entitled people to calm down. Come on.
So to me, Vanessa, maybe they still, you still give her house, car. That's what's bringing all these insults.
It's never enough now for entitled people. For what?
Number one, cut her off.
Must live bigger than you.
Number two, I feel like you let this drag on for too long, in the sense that once you start saying the entitlements, you create a very long, like, you people have money to hire like 58 nannies. She was not needed in any way, shape, or form. So why was she even still involved in the kids? Like, this whole, okay, let the grandparents. I'm like, what are the grandparents doing in the kids' life? Like, what is the need? I mean, what's the exact point there? So for me, I'm like, Vanessa, you created this rubbish. So cut her off quickly. Like, there's no time for too much talks. Cut her off completely and move on. Now, let me link this to our omugwo, because to me, I feel like omugwo is a coded fraud scheme that mothers run. The coded fraud scheme. Omugwo is never free.
It's true, Sha.
It's never free. So
thank you for coming.
Thank you. There is always an expectation of a send forth when they are going. So to me, it doesn't seem like this is from the goodness of my heart, I want to, take care of my grandkids. In fact, if the girl says that, okay, mama don't come, it can bring fights.
Hey, what are you talking?
For me, I'm like, what does this say about our omugwo culture? Because for me, that's a racket that African mothers have been running for decades. Some, if we go on the Nollywood even Kini, some would rather go for their omugwos that are in VI. Whereas your daughter that lives in Shomolu or
you will ignore her.
You will ignore her. Yeah, they both gave birth the same time. But there's AC in one place, there's not AC in the other place. Or the one that maybe the girl's mom is late, right? So it's the mother now that comes in to do the omugwo. Then you're not worried about what we mama eats,
Mm.
you know. Whereas you're maybe focused on healing, resting, and taking care of your kids. So I'm like, Mama, are you here to be taken care of? Or are you here to serve? What is the work here that are here for? So please, let's get your take on this Omugo culture, which to me sound like a scam.
Hmm. This life, money
That's
can
it.
cause problem.
That's it.
That's
That's
just it.
that's it.
Money causes problem. Money causes problem. And as you said, Omugo, a lot of times you cannot. How dare you tell your mother-in-law, whatever, not to come from Omugo? And
Yeah.
then how dare you not give them thanks for coming and treat them like a queen while they came to help you?
Thank you. And you
It's
just gave
just,
birth. And you just gave
do
birth,
you
by the
get
way.
me? Do you get me? So you have to make sure they are comfortable, but they're supposed to be helping you.
Yeah.
So the whole thing, do you know what? Sometimes in life, you just wonder why some things happen. And then you backtrack it to realize that there are a lot of things that it is cultural, it is expected, it is this, but it causes a lot of problem and rift in families, in
Right.
relationships.
Right.
And most of them you cannot, because now if Vanessa now went to the mother a long time ago and she said, okay, as you're babysitting now, let's have a transactional agreement and let's sign the contract. Who knows? The mother at that time would have said, what do you take me for? Do you just think I'm
Exactly.
here for the money?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
If a woman tells her mother-in-law or her mother that as you're coming for Mugo, this is how much I will pay you, she would ask her that, what is that nonsense? Are you just trying to insult me? I cannot come and take care of my new grandchild again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing, as you said, is a scam. It's just like there are too many shades to it that I don't even understand. And sometimes the help is not even help; it's
And even
problem.
the I think I was talking to a friend of mine about like the African culture of like non vocalized contracts, right? In the sense that
Mm,
if we say, okay, mommy, let me pay you, this is the rates, right? Is it,
yeah,
you know, is a fixed fee,
contra.
right? But this vagueness, they cannot use emotional blackmail to get more than, because they'll say, can you really put a price on,
On the
you know,
mother's care, grandmother's care.
exactly. So I'm like, so
Mm.
okay, so mama, can you now monetize? I said, so okay, so what's the amount that you want? Because there's still going to be a money number at the
Mm,
end, of the day. Also, there's an expectation of what the send off should be.
exactly, which has a problem
Yeah,
because you don't know. Even if your children are rich, they are the richest people. It doesn't matter because I think just taking it back to this Vanessa and her mother's issue, I think the mother doesn't feel adequately compensated. Although Vanessa feel you can see this kind of thing where the mother is looking, say, hey, Vanessa, they just bought new car for her, for example, this that. Me, I'm
yeah,
here. You understand? So you, in your mind, you feel that you deserve a certain amount. You
yeah,
do not get it. You now start. It's the same thing with Omugo. You feel that you because most times people assume things by looking. They are
yeah.
looking, okay, my children, they are living okay. My
VI,
wives,
Lexus.
yeah, hey, my daughter's husband has good job. You don't know their expenditure.
In fact,
Money.
imagine having a son like Alaska Obi, a son-in-law. You not
Eh,
think that, okay,
you
with
don't
the
see a
Benz.
benzo and
Thank
you
you.
just think like people should stop, like I even said in the last episode, people should stop assuming and having perceptions of things about people. The true wealth in life is what the expenditure is and what is remaining in the account after. If somebody
Right.
is earning $1 million every month and they are paying 800,000 for rent, and see that guy is as rich as the other one that is having 100,000 and having 500, I mean 20,000 left, because by the time you look, as people get richer, they do big lifestyle, and by the time you know, money has finished. So when that person says they don't have money in their account, best believe that they don't have money in their account. Just leave them alone.
But can
Mind
I
that
just say,
she
you
came
guys,
with a good mind, right, to really take care of your grandkids and help out, right? What you are given as a send forth should not be, should not like it was
Should not be
like
relevant.
yeah, it's like I come to your birthday and I give you a gift, right? And then I'm not angry that you said you didn't serve me big enough chicken. I'm like, but is that why I came here?
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. You came just to support, just to show love.
Exactly.
It's the thoughts that we are talking about. It's not about this thing. There are other countries that they will invite you for birthday dinner. You will be the one to pay. Just as a side note, okay, no, wow. If you wanted to say something,
man, I've lost it. I wanted to say something before, but I lost it.
But can I give a
Well,
shout out to Efe real quick, because when she did her birthday dinner, we did not pay
oh
for.
yeah,
Yes, she paid
yeah,
for
yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She paid
yeah.
for
So
us. We were not just two people. No, we were more.
yeah,
We were
at
more
least
than
10,
10.
right? Yeah, yeah.
More than.
So
What are we talking here?
big girl
Big
F
girls
in
doing
it,
big things.
in it, in it.
Not the one that
I'm
you
not doing
go.
that thing again, oh. Till at least 10 years. No, next birthday celebration, church. Just thank God for life.
Don't you even do takeaway rice?
I beg.
But you know what? The way cultures are different. In Nigeria, you're doing birthday party and you will not come and spend on our head. But in
I
other countries, in other countries, you're doing birthday party. I'm inviting you
Your
to come
own.
to my birthday to come and pay for your dinner.
and split the celebrants. Oh no, you also
Yes,
give the celebrants check. It's
yeah.
like
This life.
anyway.
Anyway.
Let's sorry, Efe, do you now recall what you wanted to say, or can we move?
No, I think what I wanted to say is omugwo is supposed to be a way for family to show love to the person who just had a child. So it shouldn't even
Love.
be typically it
Money
shouldn't even be
child.
there shouldn't be money. Even it doesn't have to be your mom. It can even be your sister or your brother. I know typically we think it's the mother, but it's a way family shows love to whoever, oh, you just had a child, let's come and, show that love in a different way than maybe a husband would show that love. So I think typically it's not, I mean, I know Nollywood shows us the worst in people, but I'm saying the traditional omugo is not, money is not supposed to be exchanged. It's
My
just like
sister,
for the mother to
my
come and
sister,
embrace.
my sister, don't
But the
don't
thing is,
don't
Nollywood
don't say
teaches
that.
us that's
No,
just it.
money is involved, or there's a send off for the
No,
for
typically it
the.
shouldn't be. Oh, typically, like there's no money. Like
It
typically, if you
shouldn't be.
no,
It
typically in
shouldn't
Igbo
be, but
culture,
as
even if you do.
practiced,
Yeah, but that's it depends. That's something like Nollywood shows us the worst. Do you get? But I'm saying if you ask a typical Igbo person, not a money hungry person, like it's not. It has nothing to do with money because bride price has already been paid. Because omugo is mostly, I mean,
okay.
other tribes have omugo, but I'm saying like with the because Nollywood is more of an Igbo centric kini. So I'm like typically money is not because it's like all the money we want from our in-law we've collected it in bride price. So
I
omugo is
strongly,
just
I'm strongly not. So even if they don't give it in
Mhm.
cash, there's Hollandis, there's Kiniko that's following you out as a going home back. Because to
but
me, I don't
those ones
agree
are
that it's
typically
not.
December gifts now. That's what I'm saying. Omoko is not typically
But
like
I get bet in January. How is it
Exactly.
December gift?
Thank you. Thank you. So to me, there is an element of like, maybe for now. The brother was working, right, and having to take that, like maybe in the abroad now. She working a regular job. She cannot afford to take 3 months off just chilling, right? So maybe I can get that, but in the one that the mother is in the village doing absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely nothing, right? Come and do 3 months, 6 months. If they were working, they would do 2 weeks max.
yeah.
But all these 3
Mm.
months, 6 months, 1 year, it's because you're expecting, you're getting AC there, you're eating to your heart content, you will not expect a send off. Anyway, let me not talk too much. It's okay.
We
Okay.
just accept it as it they go, they go.
Thank you. Let us they go to the next one, please. So this is also not maybe like it came out in the last maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe. So apparently I Tope Alabi, which is a major gospel singer for the Yoruba genre, or genre, sorry. Um, she apparently there's a man that has come out to claim that her first child is not for her husband, which I was not aware that she had a prior marriage or
Yeah.
prior whatever before. But basically, and I think it had been happening since 2018 where he came out to say that, he came out to wish the girl happy birthday and claim that, no matter what, I'm still your father. And he'll not tag Tope and the daughter or whatever to be kind of, to the post. So he basically had been, in my opinion, constituting a nuisance for the past 2 years on social media to lay claim to this girl. I think the girl's last birthday, she was like, I really like the only father I know is the one that my mother is married to.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like that's just where I stand on the issue. And I think people were like, is your father, anything that happens, he's still your blood. So you need to like maintain the relationship. And I'm like, okay, but if the man cared about his blood so much, why wait for almost 18
How
years
many
now
years? Yeah.
now show up, to not be claiming she's my and I think the girl may be like the daughter may be a singer or has some sort of fame now as well. So I think people are saying that also when the girl is like hammering to herself that you now want to come
Mm.
and associate with the girl. Like the man that was there for her raised that pay school fees. Where will you put the man now? You
Mm.
get what I'm saying? So I think they're like two sides saying that the man is her father, so you have to forgive and move on. One is saying that you were not like a father is not by who can donate sperm. It's about who raises um the kids. So to me, like Vanessa Bryant's own, I feel like family is who you show me to be, right? So
Yeah.
you not having any influence in my life up until now, I'm like, yeah, you're not different than any random guy on the streets to me. Like I don't really know you like that. So what's like, and to me, the fact that you wanted a relationship and you're coming to the social media angle is also very suspect too. Because I'm like, what effort did you try to make to her one on one?
That you're
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah, now it's now unblocked that we're finding it. I'm like your intention seems to not be in the right place. And then there's also
Mm.
the idea that maybe the mother was feeding the girl bad things about
The
the
father.
father. And for
Mm.
me, I'm like, what that is possible, because a woman that is scorned the because she grew up in the, because from what he said, the girl was born in like the Select Church, CAC kind of a thing. I think that where
Mm.
Tope's background is. And so
Mm.
for me, for a church girl to have a kid with you, whether you married her or not, right? And you now abandon her, she will be definitely scorned. So I don't
Yeah.
rule it out that maybe she said, maybe she wasn't as nice about you to the girl. But I feel like
Mm.
men do what men want to do.
Yeah.
And if you really wanted to get your child back, or because she wasn't popular when you dumped her 18 years ago, so
Mm.
you would have done what you needed to do to get a child back. So clearly there's an ulterior motive as far as I'm concerned, because you didn't fight hard enough until now that they're both well known.
And just buttress your point, because from what the Tope Alabi's daughter said, she said, my mother never blocked the avenues for us to see. My mother even tried for me to have a relationship with him. Right? I'm just
Mm-hmm.
reading for where I remember when I was about 15 years old, she used to tell me about him, but he never tried to reach out to me. So now, even if the mother told her bad things about him, right, and
Yeah,
whatever, and she blocked avenues and all these things, the issue is, I believe, I've not seen it in real life, but in films, the father tries and tries and tries directly with the child, keeps
yeah,
trying. The father doesn't come out in public to create nuisance all about,
Yeah.
because the girl will hate you more if you do
Mm-hmm.
that. It is embarrassing. Like,
right.
everybody has the ability and right to choose their father, especially if the real father was absent for many years.
Mm.
Now, this is not even a case, because the girl is not like a 3-year-old or 5-year-old somebody. She's almost an adult, if not an
Not
adult
almost. So she
already.
like 22 or something. So she
Oh, she's
Yeah.
22. So
yeah,
what are we talking now, Oga? She's an adult. She very soon she would even marry and maybe take another man's name. So what is your
Mm-hmm.
point? What do you want her to do? To carry your name, to have a relationship with you? What do you want from her? What do you want? She has a father. She has a father that she knows. And it is up to her to do whatever. People can open their mouth and say, forgive. Do you know what the man did? It is left to her to do what she wants to do. Please, they should leave her. Even if, who said she's even fighting with him? She knows a father, and the father she knows is the father she wants to know.
That's it.
She has the ability to pick what father she wants, and she has done so.
Exactly.
So, Oga, just count your losses and keep on trying as much as possible in private, not in public, to get her attention.
But
Yeah.
you make a good point, because nobody knew that Tope had a child before her marriage until she came
Mm,
Yeah.
out.
yeah,
So, and given that she's like a gospel person, there's probably a lot of like shame and stigma that's attached to that.
attached.
So,
Yeah,
you know, like your approach is very like to me, it just seems like you're looking for
Mm-hmm.
clouts, and this is how you want
Yeah,
to
that's it.
he's
go
just
about
an
it.
irresponsible man. That's if that's the case, and you don't
Mm-hmm.
come now and start. No, it's not fair. It's not fair on your daughter. That's
Exactly.
selfish.
Yeah. Anyway, let's do a quick round on another potential clout chaser.
Madrina.
Cynthia Morgan. Okay, the quick stuff. So when she came out a few months ago to blast Jude, Okoye, which is her former manager, Davido had said, "Hey, reach out to me.
Mm.
Let's do a track together or something." So in a recent interview, she was like basically saying that she reached out to David, and David did not pick up her call. But then in the same breath, she said that David was able to send the verse or the beats that he wanted her on, and
Yeah.
she recorded her own piece and then sent it back to him, and still
Hmm.
no movement. So to me, it seemed like she was throwing shade and calling out David. Now my
Hmm.
thing is like, Cynthia, your career cannot be built
Controversy.
on controversy and who did not help you. Number
Yeah.
one, Davido have been known to help people. Do you get what I'm saying? Help artists, even if he doesn't sign you, for example. Like Mehdi got help
Yeah.
from this backlash of your issue,
Hmm.
and that guy from is it the Olamide record or something? He did a
Yeah.
video with the guys to help boost his lead single, so he can help you. It's not a big deal, but maybe he's busy or something is good, and there's COVID too. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, sister, if you're that talented, like where is the work that you're doing for your own self? Like all this,
Yeah.
they didn't help me today. They didn't help me to. But my sister, it's getting too much. Like you know,
Is to call people out that promise to help you. Is it good? Is
thank
it
you,
good? Even though they don't help you again. This one, Davido doesn't. Unlike Jude, Davido doesn't have contract with you. He's not
thank you.
stopping
Hmm.
you from using your legal name.
It's a favor.
He just reached
Yeah.
out when you came out, and he said, "Okay, call me or whatever." And you're calling, he's not picking, and then you're calling him out. Then what will happen?
Thank you.
Yeah.
He
I
will
think
now be dragged in public, and he will now call you back.
even his manager said that is a lie that David picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to me,
Yeah.
I'm like, the fact that you even got the verse to put your own voice
Stuff.
on. Even that there was a communication where it broke down. Now we don't really know, but there was a communication, right? So, and it's turn by turn. Like he just put out his own album too. Do you get it? So it's like there are. Oh, Cynthia,
She has too much
No.
Cynthia.
wahala, unfortunately. She needs to take a break. If she wants to do music, she needs to know how she wants to do it because she's already all these things that she's trending for. Like, nobody will want to even work with her, whether it's a record label or even an artist. So, I mean, Cynthia Morgan, I think she has issues. She has like mental issues. I'm not even trying to be funny. So, she needs to take care of herself.
Like for me, I feel like she like even this the talent that they claim, like I can't remember,
That she
like
has. Exactly.
yes,
Me
I'm like
too.
yeah, so like Cynthia,
The verse
please.
that the verse that the only time I'll say she should call out Davido is the verse she dropped on whatever she dropped on the song of Davido or whatever.
Mm,
Yeah,
Has he released it and then he didn't pay her for it, or he didn't,
exactly. That case I
yeah.
will agree. Yeah,
if there was an agreement and he breached it, then I would understand. But then if nothing
Yeah.
has been put in pen, like, I'm sorry to say, this is he's not your family member. He's not obliged to favor you. Even family members are not obliged to by force favors, like give
Yeah.
help somebody. So if he said reach out and everything, and then he hasn't picked up your call, just take it as, Davido did me strong to know, he promised me and
And
he
move
didn't,
on.
and then move on. I mean, what is all this? You understand? And then maybe one day in future, if you just keep on hustling your hustle, there are
That's
so
it.
many people that people are promising things, but they are failing
How
them.
many times? Yeah.
Uh-uh,
I
come
think
on.
her advisors are poor, in the sense
Yeah.
that I think even when she blasted Jude, I think many people were ended up being, when Jude came out, were on the side of Jude, in the sense that there was a
Yeah.
contract,
Yeah.
right? So for me, as a record label, do I want to really be tied to you? Probably not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I
Mm,
wanna, because one again, you're a female artist, so you're already high maintenance from a work standpoint, right?
mm,
So do I want to invest the money, the time for someone who started may not be the biggest,
Yeah.
or maybe the music, industry has evolved from when you were hot, right?
mm,
Yeah.
And then you now don't know how to respect contracts. So it's like, do I, do,
Yeah.
I, do I really want to be attached to you? Then you not come out. I'm like, Cynthia, take these 2 weeks, take some
the way
time
she
off,
was even saying
come
David,
back.
David, David, like in the video, I'm like,
Yeah, like calling
auntie,
him out.
calm down,
I'm like,
calm down. Okay, so does that mean what will now give him the interest to help you? Like, why
No.
would somebody be interested in helping you when you're somewhat embarrassing the person?
Mm-hmm.
eh,
Mm-hmm.
and mind you, May D got helped by the video through the same backlash when
Yeah.
Sister came out, and May D has maybe 2 songs now out of
Mm-hmm.
the through, like, I think the video's help or connect or something, right? I don't know if they
Yeah.
signed him though. I'm not really sure if they signed him.
So how
So,
is it that the side person got help and you, the main
and you didn't
person in
get
the story?
exactly. So
Ah,
I'm like, sister,
I don't even
or
understand.
maybe wanted to get, maybe someone is, and maybe someone is helping you, right? Then you now want to do too much. Like, okay, maybe I'll take 40 people. I'm like, they're helping you.
Yeah.
And which
Yeah.
will now
Like,
make us believe Jude's story now, if that's
exactly.
what
Yeah.
she's
If they
doing.
are helping you, you can't be doing too much. Like, I'm not saying don't do a contract, right? But someone is helping you, right? There has to be some flexibility. What you need
Mm-hmm.
right now is like maybe more of like fame. Get back in the game.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then we can talk money. But now you
Mm,
just get back in the game. Get your name back out there. Your song back in rotation.
mm.
Then we can discuss. Okay, you know what is a good contract for you, or what's a good split for you. But right now it's like, sister, you're complaining too much, and there's not much work coming from you.
Yeah.
Margina, May, Cynthia Morgan, May, what? I don't know what her name is now. It's just sad because it's like, all this fight is not going to help a matter or all these things she's
My
doing.
own, at the end of the day, all this one they're saying, which talents did she really have? Self, like, it's not as if, like, I mean, her songs were okay, but Cynthia wasn't that big, no. I mean, it
That
That's
was
is
my
not
it.
like
She
she was
thing.
should
She
that
was
just go
saying
big.
like
and
a blowout star.
re-strategize. She should go and re-strategize
She
and
had a
know
few
where
hit
she's
songs.
facing.
That's about it. It's not like you were one kind big star. Could you pull off a concert by yourself, or
Fair
even
point.
fill half of a?
Fair
So she
point.
needs to. She needs to know if she wants to continue music, or she'll pivot to something else.
Yeah.
Because 2020 has been hot, even for
Ah,
Davido self. Uh-uh.
exactly.
So let us just calm down and just respect. At least let 2020 should have taught us that people, all levels, there's many things in their head that is affecting them. Is it not Davido were saying in the last episode that he cancelled Lagos concerts?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
uh Please, can she just well, let her live in first? I beg.
As in, not the guy recouped the phone,
Ah,
because they said promoting that show maybe like last week or 2 weeks ago. The next
Mm-hmm.
thing next, they've had to cancel it. So I'm like, sister,
Haba. There are many things going on. I beg, please let her just keep her.
If
Let her
she,
just
she
look for how to
cannot, she
also.
cannot try this thing with Whiskey. Whiskey did songs
Whiskey
with
that that is
guy.
not answering, that wasn't answering his baby mama before. I'll be
Whiskey
baby
oh,
mama.
Burna
did song
Boy,
with this guy. A song
Burna
that they
Boy.
collaborated on.
Burna Boy that has not answered his side chick. Is it them that will not answer you as per help? But come on. It's because Davido decided to lend a hand. That's his wife. If he didn't say he will help, will she have more to look for him now?
Exactly.
That's the thing. I beg, leave Obio alone.
Like,
Maybe because she saw him buying, there was one recently he was buying some things, some expensive jewelry. So she was like, and he has not helped me.
Yeah.
Hey. But don't forgetting that Davido is working hard though and getting that money. Why don't you just work hard and just help yourself? Good.
No, Davido is even nice. So, how many people help in this industry? On your own.
Be entitlement behavior. Nigeria and entitlement.
You should follow up
Everybody.
with them. She shouldn't come out and talk to us.
That is it. Keep on calling. Keep on calling. The people that are getting contracts in Abuja, they call 100 times every day until they will answer them.
Yeah.
She should just be try. She should try. She should just keep on calling. Okay.
Please let us. I'm already tired of this, Cynthia. So please, Cynthia. I've given you much free advice on this platform. So please leverage it.
Because Cynthia come and beat us.
Madrina, please be guided. Thank you. Please, ladies, again, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And I guess we'll do. Yeah, no. So we still have a few episodes before the new year. So yeah, so Merry Christmas for now. Enjoy, get fat, be joyful.
Remember that COVID has not gone away.
Yeah, please So all one bear should be kept at a absolute
minimal.
Yeah, just thank God in your house, cook rice, chicken, and keep it moving.
Have a Zoom party.
Yeah, all this club moist, W bar, those in Lagos.
Club lit.
Club lit in Abuja. Hilton members, please.
I know the people owing Cubana money because
thank you.
Because they closed the place yesterday due to lockdown measures. Please go and pay your bills.
Please, thank you very much. Let's not enter 2021 with embarrassment.
As in,
these last 2 weeks, be careful. Thank you.
Please.
Ladies.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.